Hi guys, and welcome back to Reads Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. I'm going to do this video really quickly because of my battery, but I am going to bring to you guys my February TBR plus my round 6 of Contemporaryathon TBR. Excuse that burp. What the hell did that come from? I have 3 buddy reads, and one of those buddy reads is also during the Contemporaryathon. So there's technically 5 books on my Contemporaryathon, and that's all I'm going to share with you guys about my February TBR, because what I'm wanting to do is to leave it open because I'm going to try something a little different and see, just grabbing books off my shelf that I'm interested in, and we will see how many I can read. Last month I only read 5, but let's get into the buddy reads. I don't really have synopsises for all my books, but let's get into it. For the Back of the Bookshelf book club that my friend Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime and I co-host over on Instagram, our book of the month is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuestion, which you all know isn't going to be a reread for me, and it's one of my all-time favorite books. If you don't know what this is where the son of the President of the United States has a hate or an enemies to friends to lovers relationship with the Prince of England. All I gotta say is I need a little romance in my life. A little gay romance. So, my next 2 buddy reads are both with Mel from Completely Melanie. I will link her down below. Our first buddy read is a middle grade. Only the Stars Know Her Name, Salem's Lost Story of Tituba's Daughter by Amanda Marone. And that's literally all I want to know going into this. It's a really short read. It's less than 300 pages, so we should be able to wipe this out in like a day or 2. And it's middle grade. So, yeah. I don't want to know any more going into this. And the last one is going to bring us to my Contemporaryathon. As I tell you the books, I'm going to tell you what challenges. I have the Contemporaryathon challenges in front of me, and I will tell you what challenges that they could cover. As you can tell, it's a lot of contemporary this month. My next buddy read with Mel from Completely Melanie. We are buddy reading this during the Contemporaryathon, and that is Paper Towns by John Green. Quentin has spent his lifetime loving the magnificent Margot from afar. So when she cracks open a window and climbs back into his life, summoning him for an ingenious campaign of revenge, he follows. When their all-nighter ends and new day breaks, Margot has disappeared, but Q soon learns that there are clues, and they're for him. Embarking on an exhilarating adventure to find her, the closer Q gets, the less he sees the girl he thought he knew. I loved the movie. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I've been dying to read the book, so we're going to be buddy reading this. And this technically only counts for 2 challenges, and that is a book with green on the cover because there's lots of green, and a book that's been on my TBR for at least a year because I bought this, I think, towards the end of 2018. My next one is Always Never Yours by Emily Warbley and Austin Sigma Broca. And all I know about this is the tagline on the front: every guy she dates falls madly in love, just not with her. And I know there's something to do with Romeo and Juliet. I think they're putting it on. That's literally all I want to know. When it comes to contemporary, I kind of want to go in somewhat blind. But, like I said, for Contemporaryathon, this one counts for green on the cover, a new to me author. I don't know if it's hard-hitting, but this is also a contemporary that is beloved by a member of the book community, which I can name 2 people right off the top of my head that absolutely love this book. One is Mel from Completely Melanie, who's already linked down below, and 2 is Allie from A Hardback Hoarder. Both of them rave about this book and have got me to where I want to read the cute and fluffiness and awesomeness of this story. And after reading First and Then by Emma Mills, I kind of want another book that has something to do with like a classic. Thankfully, this is finally a classic, I know. But yeah. And next is Everything by Nicola Yoon, which was amazingly gifted to me for my birthday last year by Mel, who's already linked down below. And all I know about this is it's about a girl who's allergic to everything, so she can't leave her house, but then falls in love with her neighbor, the boy across the way that she can see through the window. So really, that's all I know. And this one counts for green on the cover, a new to me author. It also counts as to read a diverse contemporary, and with it being Black History Month, it is by a black author about a black. I do believe she's black. Yes, she's at least black. And the main character is African American as well. This is also a contemporary that is beloved by a member of the book community because the book box that Mel sent me was all 5-star reads, 4 and 5-star reads, so I know she absolutely loves this. Next is an author that both me and Mel have read one book by and has absolutely raved about it, and I've been dying to read another one, and that is Caleb Rorig's White Rabbit. I don't know if this one technically counts, because I don't know if it's technically a thriller or more horror, but I'm counting it. Rufus Holt is having the worst night of his life. It begins with the reappearance of his ex-boyfriend, Sebastian, the guy who stomped his heart out like a spent cigarette. Just as Rufus is getting ready to move on, Sebastian turns up out of the blue saying that they need to talk. Things couldn't get worse, right? But then Rufus answers a call from his sister, April, begging for help. But then he and Sebastian find her drenched in blood and holding a knife beside the dead body of her boyfriend, Fox Whitney. April swears she didn't kill Fox, but Rufus knows her too well to believe she's telling him the whole truth. April has something he needs, though, and her price is his help. Now, with no one to trust but the boy he wants to hate, yet can't stop loving, Rufus has one night to prove his sister's innocence, or die trying. We, both me and Mel, read Death Prefers Blondes by him, and we absolutely loved it, and we both want to read more from him. I think I'm going to be the first one to jump the gun, but I'm going to be reading this, which counts for a diverse contemporary because there's LGBT representation. This counts as a dark and hard-hitting contemporary, and a contemporary with an illustrated cover. Gotcha. And if I can fit one more book after reading those 4 amazing books, which we shall see, is I want to read Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills, which just happens to be the one Emma Mills book I own that I have not read by her. And I have one more after this, which is Lucky Caller. And then I can do a review of all of her contemporary novels. And we can have a discussion on which one's my favorite. Who knows? This one may beat Foolish Hearts. Lucky Caller may beat Foolish Hearts. Who knows? And this one technically only fits for a backlist contemporary because this came out in 2019 and it's been on my ever-growing in my head TBR since then. It's just one of those that I'm like, if I have the time, I will read it. And those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that you will know for a fact I will be reading this month. And we already know what my thoughts are going to be, at least on one of them, because it's a reread. So we've got my 3 buddy reads and the 5 books that I will be reading for Contemporaryathon. God, 10 days, 5 books. If I could finish a book a day or every other day, be perfection. Oh wait, it's 7 days. Might be able to finish 4 in those 7. Who knows? I have a couple of short ones. Yeah, who knows? But if you have read any of these books, comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Are you taking part in Contemporaryathon? Comment down below and tell me what you're reading, because I love to know what everyone's reading for Contemporaryathon. Maybe I've read some of the books that you've read, or maybe you could just give me a lot more to add to my ever-growing 3 contemporary shelves. I used to not be a contemporary reader or a romance reader. I have a romance shelf, I have a regular contemporary shelf, and I have an LGBT going into the regular, because John Green's up here. Most of John Green's up here. But when I'm becoming a contemporary reader, and I blame Julie from Pages and Pens, Natasha from My Reading is Odd, and Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads, because these contemporaryathons have got me into contemporary books, and I love you guys for it. Just saying. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe, because you know you want to know my thoughts on these books. I am going to be doing a vlog-style wrap-up of all my books this month, because I feel like there's going to be a lot. Because I've already started one that I will hopefully be finishing tomorrow. Let's just say I have thoughts. I have ideas for this month, and we can only hope that everything goes well. So, that's all I've got for you guys today. Remember, kids, reading is what? Fundamental. Until next time, bye!